Welcome back to Inside Kart. At every racetrack, media plays an important role. And when those cars stop out on the track, well, these guys in here at the Media Center go out racing for your story. And that's this week's Behind the Scenes. Here's Larry Henry.
We all know the magnitude of a World Series game or an NBA final. Think of putting one of those events on 19 times a year. That's exactly what takes place in the FedEx Championship Series. Every time the Champ Cars run, not only are thousands of fans on hand, but also a large contingent of journalists, broadcasters, and photographers.
It varies greatly from venue to venue. Some of the markets that we go into obviously are quite a bit smaller than, say, like a Los Angeles, where we'll have at Long Beach. This year they credentialed over 1,500 media to come out and cover that event. At a place like Milwaukee or perhaps Mid-Ohio, there may not be more than 500 to 600, but it depends on the venue and where it is.
Those 1,000-plus journalists are served by a staff of 5 highly trained kart media specialists, each providing valuable information.
We have one individual on my staff who does nothing more than go through all the information that goes through the radio, whether somebody spins, whether somebody stalls, or whatever it is. All that information is recorded just like a play-by-play would be at an NFL or an NBA game. And that information is then distributed to all the journalists. So they have a track. If they're out doing something at pit side or whatever, they don't have to worry about making all these notes, and they know that we've kept up with them and keep them in the loop on what's going on.
One very important way that the media's help is through press conferences with the FedEx Championship drivers.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we bring in the top 3 drivers, and that's the opportunity for all the media to get the sound bites generally that they're going to use, whether they're quotes or sound bites for broadcast.
These press conferences, along with releases, helps assure timely coverage of the FedEx Championship Series, which is becoming more and more difficult with the international nature of the media.
It's not just a West Coast situation anymore. As far as deadlines, it's a worldwide situation because of Japan and Australia and Brazil, not quite so much because it's pretty close to Eastern time. But with us going to Europe in the future, it's going to be a situation that's somewhat difficult to manage when your frame of reference is the United States.
And not only are media members being served, but also the racing public through the World Wide Web at www.kart.com.
We see the web page as really an opportunity for us to broaden out the message about kart and reach people that aren't necessarily the hardcore fans. We want to have the hardcore fans coming into the web page, and we provide a lot of information there that we think is helpful to them. But we also want to make the web page something that's going to bring new fans to kart, and that's why we've added a lot of the features that we have this year, and it seems to be paying off.